Good evening, good evening, good evening. Where's my marker? How is everyone doing tonight? So tonight I was going to go over business funding options, okay? I've been doing a lot of business structure calls, and people are getting their businesses together, forming their holding companies, expanding their locations, and everyone is looking for funding. How do I set my business up to get a loan? What do I do to get money? So I want to talk about basically the three options of how to get money for your business. So if we are looking for money for our business, and we do not want to put up any collateral, we do not want to be a personal guarantor or use our own social to qualify for the loan. If we do not, if we just don't want to have any kind of documentation, we want to just walk in and get some money, your option's going to be business grants, okay? Business grants do not require any kind of tax returns. They're not going to ask you for your personal social. They're not going to ask you to be liable for the money. They're not going to require your business to have any kind of business credit. Business grants are where you're going to, answer some questions about why you need the money, why you started your business, what your business done, what problem do you solve, and they're going to give you money to help further your business. I have a grant bundle. I have a grant writing class. If you want any of those tools, just comment grant in the comment and a link will be sent to you. But if you're wanting to get funding for your business, if you're a startup, you're a new business, maybe you aren't credit worthy to get a loan, maybe we don't have enough revenue in our business to qualify for a loan, business grants will be the first option that you want to go through. The great thing about grants is that we don't have to pay the money back. So if our business is new, if our cash flow may not be consistent, and we don't want to incur any additional debt, meaning we don't want to have like another monthly payment for the business, then business grants are going to be the way to go. Now, when we're talking about getting funding, there are different types of funding. So business grants will be one. Grants is going to be actual cash. They're going to wire you money into your bank account, and then you're able to buy whatever it is you need for your business. Now, when people are talking about funding can be used in different ways. Some people call funding getting credit cards and using the credit cards to pay for whatever it is, or getting a credit card and taking money off the credit card, or getting a store credit card and buying things in that store. So that would be one type of funding. Other people consider funding meaning I'm walking into the bank, I'm getting a line of credit, or I'm getting a loan. Now, in order for us to get credit card funding or walking into the bank, it's going to require someone to be credit worthy. Either you, the person, are going to be credit worthy, or the business is going to be credit worthy. But someone has to have credit established to be able to qualify or substantiate the loan. Okay? So if you're just starting your business and you're trying to establish business credit, people think, I'm going to form my LLC, get my EIN, and walk in the bank. Well, I'm seeing on Instagram, they have no doc loans. What's this? Any time that we're walking into the bank, either a social or an EIN is being used, okay? So if you want to get some quick money, you have a new business you're seeing on this LLC, no docs, you can form an LLC tomorrow, get your EIN, and walk in the bank and get money if, and this is the part that they don't always add on that Instagram reel, if you throw your social security number on there. So if you have a 680 credit score or higher, you want to be a personal guarantee on the loan, you're responsible for the loan, they're going to pull your credit for the loan, you can walk in the bank tomorrow and get a loan based on your personal credit. Now everyone's saying, well, you know what? I'm not trying to use my personal credit. I'm not, I'm working on building my credit, or I don't want to increase my debt to income ratio. Well, if you're not going to use your social, then the business EIN has to have established business credit. So when you form your LLC, get your EIN, it's like having an 18-year-old that's fresh out of college. It has no credit. So no credit is also the same as bad credit when it comes to getting funding. So once you get your LLC and your EIN, you now have to go through the process of establishing business credit. Okay, so a quick recap. If you're a startup business, if you want some money, you don't want to have to pay it back, you don't want to have any kind of financials, you don't want to use your social, your route is going to be business grants. I have a grant bundle with 900 business grants. I have a grant writing course. Comment grant in the comment. A link will be sent to you on that information. If you're like, well, I want to use my social, I have good credit, I want to get some quick money, then you can apply for a business loan using your social as the personal guarantor. Your third option is you want to have the business be able to stand on its own. We now have to go through the process of establishing business credit. Well, how do you establish business credit? I'm glad you asked. First, we're going to have our LLC and EIN and business bank account. Second, we're going to have what I call digital footprints. When they Google your business, something has to pop up. A website or landing page, business social media. You got to be listed in 411. You need to have a business address, because post all this pandemic fraud, they're not doing home businesses. They're not doing businesses that don't have any kind of social no kind of social proof. If I Google your business, something needs to pop up, okay? So we got to have our LLC, EIN, our digital footprints. Next, we have to go through the process of establishing business credit. Well, who's going to loan us money? Who's going to give us a line of credit and I don't have anything? Those are going to be called net 30 vendors. A net 30 vendor, or a tier 1 trade line, is going to be a company that you're going to buy things from, and then you're going to be able to have 30 days to